Hi everyone, so today is slightly different. I've decided to show you the macrame board that I have made. When I wanted to do a project, I looked up macrame board on the internet, and to be honest, I was shocked at the prices of some of them. So I needed 8 for a class. So I decided it had to be something that I made. So I came up with this idea, and it was using materials that I had readily available. So I decided I would share it because I shall do some macrame videos over the next few months, and it would be handy for you to be able to make one yourself. So we have a very sturdy hook at the top, which will fold away for when you want to put it away. When you want to use it, fold it down. It has a felt, or you could use a bead mat topper to it, and the whole thing is wrapped in a fablon. This was something I had that is sold for just holding dies in place. Why it has the grid on it, I do not know, but it's made by Sizzix, and it's a low tack tape for binding, so I've had to actually put a waterproof sellotape over the top, so it doesn't get messed up, because it wasn't particularly strong, but it was exactly what I needed to give me a grid down each side. The other thing to use is an elastic band to give you a measuring point. So if I wanted a row of knots at 10 centimetres, I can place that up there, and I know I can accurately mark all those. The other thing that I use with it are some large headed pins. So you can get T-pins, you can get quilt pins with large heads, you can get knob pins with pearls on the top. So anything that you've got to hand, and it will just stick in the board. Now the board is cardboard, so I've partly done one piece to start to save you watching, as it were, paint dry. I did myself a template, so as I wanted to make 8, I wanted to make them all the same, and these were just packing boxes. So it doesn't have to be any particular size, it depends what sort of size projects you're going to do. So this one I just felt would be good for anything that we turn our hands to in the workshop. So I'm going to put that to one side. I cut 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of card. Now it has to be the sort of card that has this honeycomb inside, because then you're going to get the strength. So I've cut myself 5 pieces, and I've just taped them using ordinary packing tape. Okay, after we moved one of the relatives' furniture, I ended up with several boxes spare and packing tape. So there we have our piece, and it's firmly put together. The next thing I needed was some sticky back plastic, so True Blue Peter style. Here's one I prepared earlier. Some of it will go out of screenshot because it's so big. I will try and keep it so that you can see exactly what I'm doing. So I'm going to aim for the middle of my piece here, and I'm just going to press it down. Sorry. I'm standing up. I just knocked the camera. Okay, so if we go to the bottom, move it up and down as I can, I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut up level with this edge here and level with this edge here, and I'm going to take this, pull it tight and then fix it over. Right, I'm going to turn it round, which will give you the best view. I'm going to do exactly the same on this one. It's quite satisfying to find that something costs so much and then find that you can do it yourself from very little, and it's reusing stuff. So now I'm going to take these sides, fold the sides up and stick them down. If you get a ridge like that, simply take your scissors, or better still, craft knife, just cut down and lay it flat. Right, now if we take a look at the corners go round. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to cut down so it's level with this piece here. I'm going to pull it to the side and stick it down there. Then this piece, sorry that was out of camera shot, this piece will fold under. I'll do the next one, hopefully get it in camera shot this time. So I need to cut down here, because when I fold this up, I don't want a big bulk at the corner. So I'm putting that down to there, turn it over, and this bit should go down there. Okay, let's go back to this. Right, so where your sticky back plastic goes around the corner, cut a strip down to there, lift that up, fold this round, and then you can simply put that round the back. So again on here, cut the piece that's going round the corner, lift that back, and finally pull that tight. Right, so now we have this bit which has partly uncovered. The back is completely covered. Okay. Now we're going to have this part as the front, for the simple reason we can put our mat over that and then the whole piece will be waterproof. Right, so I've now got my piece of thick felt. You can use funky foam, bead mat, anything that you like. So I want to bring it down so that I've got enough room at the top for my hook. Now these, you can screw a hook into here, or these I use an awful lot around the workshop, and they have a very strong adhesive on the back, and I can place that on there and I have a very strong hook to use. Right, okay, so I'm going to flip this over and you can hot glue it, you can put PVA on it, anything. So I am going to use some strips of double-sided tape. Okay, so I've now got 4 lots of tape. You can put as many as you like. I'm going to bring it up to just under my hook, place it down and turn it down. So there we go. Right, now we need to make some marks down the side. Not everybody will have like a grid system, so if you haven't, we make do. So what I'm going to do is to take my ruler, I'm going to turn it around first of all, and with my 0 at the top, I'm going to mark every 5 centimetres. I'm using a permanent marker, 30. Turn it round. This is where you start. So I can put the 30 up there. So I'm going to go 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, 0. Now, the important one is top and bottom. Now, this one measures 25, so let's get my hook out the way. So I'm going to mark 12.5, and I'm going to mark 15, 10, and then I'm going to do every 2.5, 2.5, 20, 25. So 0, 2.5, 5, 7.5, 10. Okay, and turn it round, and I'm going to do exactly the same every 2.5. So it doesn't matter if, let's concentrate a second and get them in the right place. Doesn't matter whether I want to measure side to side or top to bottom. I know now all my spots are equal. Now this is sticky back plastic. I've used permanent marker, so I don't need to put any clear sellotape over the top to keep them there, because nothing's going to wash those off. Okay, so there is our macrame board made, hook in situ, and nothing is going to pull that off. And next video we will show you how to use it. Okay, so have fun making one, and we'll start using it at a later date. God bless.